Welcome back! This is Doki Doki Literature Club Part 2, and we just joined this, been forced to join a literature club. We were going to go visit the anime club, but unfortunately, Sayori, little orange-haired girl, red-haired girl there, decided to force us into her own club. And that's where we are. And now we've been forced to write our own poems, so here we go. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favourite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So this is a dating sim. Okay, first keyword, it's going to be, we're not actually writing a, the way it works, we're not actually writing a poem, we're just highlighting keywords. So, if you like Sayori, you have to pick the words you think she will like. If you like Natsuki, you need to pick the words you think she likes. Or if you like Yuri, you have to pick the words you think she likes. So, I'm just gonna go with what I like for this one and see what happens. So I like ocean. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I don't want to go with her, so I'll go with someone else. I know. Okay, Sayori's gonna like. Not sorry. Natsuki's gonna like Hawaii. Yeah, I knew it. And Lost. No, not that one. Doki Doki, that's going to be Natsuki as well. Vivacious, no idea what that means. Horror, that's going to be Yuri. Happiness, yay, it's Sayori again. I don't know, which one should I go for? I'm not sure. Bouncy, yay. Special, okay, that's her again. I'm losing points. Okay, hot, sunny, captive, question. Okay, that's okay. Got one for Yuri. A tone, hopeless, sticky, fear, portray. Papa. That's cutie. I'm gonna go for the cutesy ones. I like cutesy. Oh, never mind. Rainbow. That's cute. No. Okay. Milk. Yeah. Okay. Good. Don't know how that's cute, but it is. Effulgent. No, disarray. Comfort. Okay, never mind. Okay, Sayori's winning. Not sure how much. Smile. Okay, never mind. She wins, I guess. We got six more. Come on. Headphones. Yay. Yay. Beauty. Okay, never mind. Fantasy. Kiss. Yay. She might be catching up. Precious. Never mind. Peaceful. Okay. Oh, got an achievement. Doki Doki Poetry Slam. Back at the school. Hi again, Zenzarius. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. It was exactly on my mind. Because I had Sayori come and drag me in here. This might be a little strange for me. But I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Zenzarius. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. It's not like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Well, that is certainly true. And last year too, and the year before that. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. I feel like that is the case regardless. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monika and manga. Anymore? Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plopped back into us. Don't worry, guys. Zenzarius always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Ain't that the truth? He helps me with my busy work even without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. I'm not your slave. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Yeah, you're jealous. How come? You and Zenzarius can become good friends too. as she plays with her hair. That's a good sign. It's a Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri, even bought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. Yeah, go on then. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? What book is it? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. Okay, enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. Okay, see you next year. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, like the poem reading. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intent expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah, she's one of those girls, she. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed. Oh, did she win? Whoever I spend time with is the one who won. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You're looking for something in there? Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping the collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. I love manga. I can't get enough of it. How did you know anyway? Because you mentioned it? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I've got words written on my face. I like manga. I see. There's a low volume of manga amidst the stacks of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a close look at the box set she's admiring. Pathway Girls? The hell is that? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Probably made up to avoid copyright. That probably means it's either at my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Zanzaris. Consider this lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, okay. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Fate Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moi. Don't just stand there. Huh? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. I guess she did win! Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. What? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. That's what you're doing though. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her even. Not that I can say it's practically a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, paying attention? Nope. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Yeah, it's a bit like this game. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Like this game. What should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps to get you to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all of the backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Well, Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant I haven't seen you at your full power. Yeah, good save. This chapter seems like it's about bacon. This is just a guess, but there's a lot of bacon in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy bacon too, right? now we know her secret. That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into bacon and at the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in bacon. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Ooh, cute version of her. ... We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Because it's boring for me. Yeah, it's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Eh? Ah, don't you have any friends? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. Fair enough. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Yeah, you are a kid. I can't even bring it up without them being all like... Also, I have to mention all these characters are over 18, or at least 18. There you go, saved myself. Hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much as friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over that time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like it solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Yeah. So? Haha. Jesus, enough. You're gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favourite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Wow, okay. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favourite manga with friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connected with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile to myself. A little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? No. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? So sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I'll close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monika just said, don't be dumb. Take it home with you. Yeah? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I don't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Alright, by tomorrow. I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange to see Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I getting more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Probably that. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yes. Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've really never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Can't wait, says Sayori. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pulled out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yeah, let's get Sayori out of the way. I'm definitely the most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. That doesn't help. Ooh, oh my goodness. This is so good, Zinzaris. I just picked a few words and put them all together. Yeah, I love it. I had no idea it was such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like you. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better. What? Damn it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. Fair enough. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Zinzarius poem. Dork. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah, well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break any of my promises. See? It's like I said before, Zenzaris. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for people. That's something that only really good people do. No, I'm not good at all. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! She says. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Yep, let's go. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That ended abruptly. Okay. Sorry. This is just a guest, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Yeah, she did. No, just a little bit. She totally did. You can't answer just a little bit to get a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. It'd be mean. Still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem, it was. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah, it did. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Actually, I'm going to do Monika last, because I'm not really sure who. Let's do Natsuki next. She was my goal, so... Okay, we'll start with the things I don't like. Okay, this will be a big list. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when we could be doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I want to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to have you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monika said. Yeah. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Oh, you saying I did a good poem? I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Yeah, bastard. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I've already told that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I mostly said that to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, How? My poem must have been epic. Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. It's cute. It's better than the last one I read. Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because you don't like it yourself. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. Ah. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read. It hits you hard. I like it, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about that simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I can set up a rhyme at the end, and then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last minute. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from a youngest one here, did you? Yeah, no, guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. Don't really care how everyone is, but if Natsuki is pretty and proud, then I won't take it that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Yeah, Yuri. She's going to be the most critical. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Well, that bad was it? It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. Is this your first time writing a poem, right? This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it had been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take you a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and have been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and try to form fit the two together. The end result, both style and expressions are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Oh, you certainly are. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love showing my thought process behind it. Go on then. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Whoa, bloody hell, new font. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ambient glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the pleasant, but living in the present, but living in the past. I can't read this. The light flickers. I flicker back. Hi, you're talking to each other. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was. But it took you a long time to read. She knows. Well, I just don't read script very often. How do you think your handwriting is pretty? Yeah, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Zenzaris. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't glass over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't know. Only one person available. Hi, Zenzaris. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'll be much better off glowing with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Zenzaris. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past. Yep, that's true. Let's hand Monika my poem. I like it, Zenzaris. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. You're probably going to mention something about Natsuki. Oh, jeez. No. This kind of makes me think Natsuki would write. Knew it. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems and stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So saying that Natsuki is that kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things along. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of styles that suit you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that sparkles protrudes. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend, I never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. I blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into every. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Ooh. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, those kind of styles going pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of sopranos have been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. It was the inspiration. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll find a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Wow, okay. Monika's tip for the day. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated, as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Is this a literature club after all? I sigh. I guess that's what I get. That's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri Vs Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I knew that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was just saying something nice. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Cesaris did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate your offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Cesaris liked my poem too. Oh god, they're fighting over it. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh god. Natsuki suddenly stands at me. Dude, you better run. She's looking directly at you. She's gonna kill you. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Uh-oh. That's not what I... Oh dear. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous as Cesaris appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Oh god, sorry. No, you don't want to stay out the storm. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose booze magically grew a size bigger as soon as Zara started showing up. Natsuki! Woohoo! Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't involve you. Wow, I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I'm standing there. Zanzarius! She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Cesaris. Well wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effective. Avoiding them is not only necessarily limited to yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Cesaris? Oh god, I have to choose between two. Well... Oh dear. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... I'm not asking for Sayori. Oh god. I'm gonna have to go for Yuri for this one. Technically, they're both right. Natsuki, you're right that I like to poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined, wow, you really rescued this. Or refined someone's writing style is. They're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice all that. I'm sorry. Bet Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. I don't think you should. Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at the point of being defiant only because she couldn't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare me time to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbs the poem with her hands and throws it into the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I looked across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit her in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. Of course I don't. How could anyone have not gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Zenzaris. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. That's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. Oh, okay, I know what she's on about. So, what thing did Natsuki say? She doesn't want to say. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough, more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I would say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Zenzaris, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It is a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I'll at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Zenzaris, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehehe. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I really can't say I'm enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I see why they make good friends with you. Phew! Zenzaris, it's nice to have you. I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her. It's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Right, and that's it for this episode. I'll write the poem in the next one. I hope you enjoyed so far. and I hope you like all the characters. My favourite, I actually do like Yuri the most, but I didn't really spend too much time with Natsuki, whatever her name is, pink-haired girl. So I'm spending a little more time with it this time round. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.